everyone, I'm Yo24 and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 ways to troll, prank, or annoy your friends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, here we are at our friend's house. His name is the home of Bad Builder 89. His name is Bad Builder 89, and as you can see, he's a very poor builder. He just had some crazy building styles. He's got a normal house, you know, furnace, crafting table, chests, bed, and you're just in the mood for some fun and excitement, so you decide you're gonna prank him. So the first prank of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a semi-elaborate one. What you need to do is you need to get a llama, a cat, or an ocelot and take it to a high place. You need to tame said llama, cat, or ocelot. Oh gosh, this llama does not like me. You need to tame said llama! You need to tame said llama, cat, or ocelot, and then name it something absolutely hilarious. As you can see, that is a hilarious name. So if we go here and we just kind of push it off, Bad Builder 89's mom fell from a high place. You're gonna want to make sure that he is on when this happens. So, if I saw that in the chat, at least I would be slightly annoyed. I would probably laugh. On Lutherville, which is my realm, I did that to a friend of mine, and I thought it was hilarious. He had a great reaction, so you're just gonna want to try it on your own friends. Just make sure they're a good sport. Alright, the second prank is to plant trees all around their house, which, you get the point. Just put trees all around it. Either wait for them to grow or bone meal them, and it's gonna be really annoying. There is, if I don't fall into water, an example of a house that's been covered in trees. This was Bad Builder's old home that you covered in trees, and oh my goodness, he got so frustrated he moved. First, he really tried to get rid of them with TNT, but they would just not budge. It's really horrible what it looks like, and it's very hard to get rid of. So this is one of the most annoying things you can do to a person. If you don't want to like utterly destroy their house, just only plant a couple of trees. So let's get on with the next one. So the next prank that you can perform is a slightly less annoying than the trees, depending on who you talk to, but still annoying. You can cover their entire house with cobwebs. So if you see, just get some cobwebs and cover their entire house with it. Make sure to get over the chests, because then they won't be able to open their chests. So just like cover their entire house with cobwebs. You could make a hole in their ceiling or something, and then just get the entire outside, you know, because A, cobwebs are a pain to move in, and B, they take a while to get destroyed. And it's raining, so now it's gonna be some wet cobwebs, and that is not fun, y'all. Okay, so their house is covered in cobwebs, and it's just very not fun. So now that they're just maybe a little bit annoyed, probably very annoyed, okay, they come home and see their house covered with this. There's one more thing that you can do, but first you have to wait for their house to no longer be covered in cobwebs. So the next prank is a much more funny one and requires a little bit more resources. What you're essentially gonna do is egg their house. Okay, on the Lutherville, which you should definitely go check out on Lutherville, I have sort of an egg farm, and I now use it to get villager trades, but before you do that, when you just have a lot of eggs, it's very fun to just go and chuck eggs everywhere in a person's house, and chickens will begin to spawn like crazy. It takes a minute, but if you have enough eggs, they're very easy to get, especially when you have enough chickens. and you continuously egg their house, it's going to be a very unfortunate circumstance for them. And wow, am I getting very unlucky with these chicken rates. But still, even just a couple chickens are very annoying. But when you get the amount of chickens that I'm getting in here, it's going to be annoying. So I just put a whole bunch of chickens in there, and as you can see, I don't want to let them out, but as you can see, there are chickens everywhere, literally everywhere in their house. Of course, you could put a lot more eggs, but still, they're just everywhere. It's very crazy. So that is the fourth thing that you can do. Let's get on to the fifth thing. So your friend's been on, he did some stuff, he didn't touch his house, but he went and he found a pet, a dog, and you, being the wonderful personage that you are, have decided that, you're gonna name it something hilarious. So you get a name tag, and you just name it. You rename his pet. I need food, you animal! And it's absolutely hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. If he just comes home and looks at his dog, his or her reaction would be priceless. But now, let's get on to our next prank. So, the dog has been named. You've named its pet, but now it's time for the next one. You are going to fill their entire chest with literally junk. You're going to fill it with just junk. Imagine each of these being a stack of literally junk. So let's just fill this here with junk. Now their chest is entirely full. I know they could just double click and it'll all be gone, but at the same time, if each of these was a stack, would be crazy. But now his chest is literally filled with junk. So let's keep going. The next unfortunate thing that you could do to someone is put chests everywhere in their house. Okay? You could destroy their old chest, right? And then put chests everywhere and move their items within the other chests. So if we just put chests everywhere and we're going to pretend we move the items, you could even put chests on the outside of their house. Okay? So just chests everywhere and put one of their items in about each chest. It would take a bit, but it would be crazy and it would take them a long time to do. Most of these just have a lot of cleanup, and my goodness, it would be absolutely insane. Oh my gosh, and it's raining yet again. So now that your friend has lost his stuff and found his stuff, we're still not done yet. This is more of an endgame thing, but if your friend is organized, which he may or may not be, this could be for a different friend, his shulker boxes are probably dyed and colored. So, what you could do is, this is his redstone shulker box, as you can see, redstone, and this is his gravel. What you could do, okay, you could either re-dye his shulker boxes to crazy colors, or you could simply switch the names. So if we go and we get an anvil, okay, he probably already had an anvil. See, this is redstone? No, it's gravel. Gravel. See, it's gravel. But, okay, if we have this one, we could still craft some dye and make this shulker box red as well. So now we have gravel and gravel. So that's a little crazy, right? But now we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna name this redstone / gravel / sand. Okay. So we have redstone / gravel / sand, and then we have redstone. So if you did this to almost every single one of his shulker boxes, he would be massively confused. I assure you, he would be massively confused. Not only are his chests full, but all of his shulker boxes are out of whack, and it would just be crazy. But we're still not done yet. We're still not done yet. We have one more thing we can do. We can cover his entire house with signs. I'm only covering one side to demonstrate, but you can make them any type of sign, and if you just put random stuff on it, it's gonna look horrible. Just absolutely horrible. So, yeah, as you can see, one side is covered with signs. Doing this to his entire house would be absolutely crazy, but we're still not done yet. Okay, we're still not done yet. The last one is kind of random. Okay, it's very random, but you could literally make holes all around his house. Just like make a trench, make a bazillion holes. Okay, if you really have to, you could also grab some TNT, right? And making sure not to hit the house. Okay, making sure not to blow up the house, right? Okay, you could put it all around his house. Okay, then all you gotta do is just get some flint and steel, blow up the TNT, okay, and look, none of his house was harmed except for that one block, but that was not from the TNT, and I can just fix that right here. And now all around his house, it looks like a war zone. You could do another thing by exploding another blast of TNT in the holes, okay? Now his entire house, all around it, is absolutely berserk. It's just absolutely destroyed, okay? But there's one more place that you could stick TNT that would not destroy his house. So if we dig down a couple blocks and we put TNT right here under his house, light it, now the entire bottom of his house is blown up. The only things that were effective were his anvil. His dog is still alive, his anvil in his bed. And guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. We have why are my eyes shut? We have literally destroyed everything that Bad Builder owns. Maybe he should be less of a bad builder. But regardless, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.